Death Valley at 9 p.m. Eastern. I'm hanging out with Aimee, who is a massive fan of the show. I'm hanging out with my friends Aimee and Victoria.
And Aimee, our super fan, is back. And of the show, Aimee is joining us again, so we can get a little sneak peek. Zombies, vampires, everything was attacking the Undead Task Force. What did you think?
It was a crazy episode. So much action happened last week.
And with our resident Death Valley fan, Aimee. She's part of our MuchMusic.Live crew. You can check it out, facebook.com/MMLive crew, because you could be Aimee one day too. We have a fan here. Aimee wants to ask you a question.
Hello, Aimee.
That's the most interesting part of this whole story arc in this movie, in this book, is that this whole half vampire, half human baby thing that's gonna happen.
I mean, you kind of know a few things about the baby already, because you know it's probably gonna have Edward's teeth. So, right?
That was a good one.
So I have to ask you an important question. If you could date a non-human, would you?
Yes, I would. I would date a werewolf.
He has a lot of zombies. And so if you were living amongst the dead, do you think that that would be like ethical to rob them?
I don't know, but definitely there'd be an opening on Craigslist. You'd have like, instead of free stuff, like zombie stuff, and people would make a mad killing.
Yes. What's your story? What's the biggest lie or thing you ever told to go to a party?
Probably the biggest lie I've ever told is that I was asleep. And then maybe early in the morning I would crawl out of my bed and go to a party with my best friend, and yeah, that's basically the biggest lie.
You've actually snuck out successfully.
Yeah, see, my bedroom was on the basement floor, but there was still a window, so I would climb on a chair and then sorry, Mom. Climb on a chair, open up the window, and then crawl on like all fours out onto like the lawn, and then I'd be out.
Did you ever get caught?
Yes and no. Like, I've never been caught in the act, like, thank goodness. But the next morning, one time, I remember my dad, he cornered me in the kitchen, and then he was like, "Do you think I'm stupid?"
Parents always know. That's the thing, right?
He's shorter than me, and so I was just like, "Oh my God, no! I swear I'm sorry." And no, you're not stupid.
Now, very quickly, if you were in that situation, just fantasize for a moment.
Okay.
What would you do? Would you be the one that just gives up and gets shot or gets bitten, or would you survive and kick some butt?
Okay, I've watched too much Buffy the Vampire Slayer to not kick ass. Intense.
Isn't that intense?
That's crazy.
Okay, we're gonna do multiple choicing again. So what do you think is gonna happen after that big brawl? A, Rico escapes the jail in confusion. B, one of the main characters gets bitten by a zombie. Or C, I don't know what C is. So, what do you think happens?
Maybe a little of all of A and B, and maybe a little C, because you never really know what's gonna happen on the show.
I don't know what C is. The C is what happens tonight, and there's only one way to find out what that is if you watch at 9 with us.